morning. Welcome back to Okies Eden. We're in the cookie season. It's holidays. So there's sugar cookies, there's Ritz cookies, there's peanut butter cookies, so on and so forth. I don't want to make cookies today, but I do want a peanut butter dessert. So instead of making peanut butter cookies, I'm going to make a peanut butter bread. So stick with me and let's see how this all comes together. And I promise you it is delicious. So bear with me. We have a lot going on here. So I'm going to start with my sugar. Now you're going to cream the sugar and the peanut butter together. But before I do that, I'm going to add some butter. So typically you don't melt the butter, but this morning I made brown butter. So that is my the recipe I've used for years just calls for regular butter. I like to brown it up. I've done it a couple times now. It adds another level of flavor. So we're going to get that mixed in like so. No big deal. Now we'll start adding in the peanut butter. It is 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of peanut butter. Easy peasy peanut butter squeezy, whatever, or whatever. I don't know. So there we go. Let's get all that out as much as we can. And now I could use a mixer. I'm just not going to today. I'm going to cream it together using my spatula. It'll be fine. It's already coming together, you can see. So you can see that's already mixed together. Okay, that was not that difficult. Nice. Okay. This does call for a teaspoon of vanilla, and I am just going to pop that in the milk. Calls for 2 eggs. Of course, with eggs, you want to mix them in one at a time. I mean, you can do 2 at a time. It's just going to take a little longer, but good practice. Good practice is just to mix it in one at a time. Don't make your life too difficult. Like that. Egg 2. Unfortunately, I'm using regular old store-bought eggs. We're going to my daughter's. Oop. I got a piece of shell in the pool. Get that out of there. We are going to my daughter's after Christmas for our little celebration, and she'll have 36 eggs for me, however many she can get rid of. She has a lot of hens laying a lot of eggs, and she's been giving them away. So I'll have farm fresh eggs after Christmas. So, but you can see how this is all really coming together quickly. Okay. So let's get that out of the way. And then I have a mixture here. I've already put in 2 teaspoons of baking powder and half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so it's already in there. So I'm just gonna stagger the dry and the wet ingredients as it comes together. I'll mix this in, add some of the milk and vanilla mixture. The smell smells so good right now. Kind of smells like a peanut butter cereal, like a Captain Crunch right now, because of the probably because of the milk. But okay, I'll put in a little more of the flour. I was actually going to make cookies this morning, and I have my little personal book here of my recipes I've come up with through the years or changed and made on my own. And I have peanut butter cookies and peanut butter bread. And as I was thumbing through it, I came across the peanut butter bread first. And I said to myself, Okie, I said, hey, Okie, you know what? Why don't you make peanut butter bread? Do you really feel like rolling out dough into little balls and then crushing it down with a fork and making little hash marks? And I said to myself, Okie, no, I don't want to do that. So I didn't. But you can see it's kind of coming together very nicely. Like I said, I could do this with a stand mixer. I could do this with a electric mixer. You know what? Let's go back to yesteryear when they did everything by hand. It's not going to hurt us. Your grandmother, your great grandmother, grandfather, whoever did the cooking / baking at one point didn't have an electric mixer. They had wooden spoons or something of the sort. Probably back in the day they used sticks. Oh, let's throw in the rest of the milk. Remember, there was a teaspoon of vanilla in that milk. So really coming together nice. Okay, give me a minute to gather some stuff and we will come back and put her in the oven. Okay, so the last few years, I have not been using the quick bread pans, the 5x9s or 3.5 by whatever they are, 7 or 8. I've been using either a 9x9 or the 9x13. I think this will fit well. In my 9x13, I have greased it liberally, and then I've put in my parchment paper sling, so I can just grab this after it cools and lift it right out without the bread tearing. So let's get this in the pool. Smells great. I'll leave it up to you guys to decide, but you know, there is some residue left over inside, and there'll be some on the spatula. I may or may not, you know, lick it off the spatula or eat it out of the bowl, but I can neither confirm nor deny. I'll let you guys figure out if I did or not. So there it is. So I'm going to smooth it out. I am setting my oven at 350, and it's going to go for, I always mark time at about a half an hour when I use one of the cake pans. It will cook quicker because it's spread out thinner, but there you have it. So let's get this in the oven. We'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we are back. I've already cut my slice and tried it, but I did want to show you that is the peanut butter cake. You'd call it a peanut butter bread if you made it in the bread pan. So let's give this a try. Mm. It's very good. Glass of milk would make this even better, but it is moist. Put it in the microwave, warm it, put some butter on it. You have something special there. So there you have it. Peanut butter bread, the way I make it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Thanks for showing up and watching my video. Take care.